guys, and welcome back to another episode on the Igniter SMP. My name is Darkjohn, and today we are here on the nether roof this is our wither skeleton farm. So yeah, we used this guy, we built it around Christmas, I believe, and we used it to set up the beacon shop, get all the wither skeletons we need, and yeah, in the recent episodes, we've been using a lot of coal blocks when we've been building our nether base, and this is where it's all come from. So when you kill wither skeletons, you get a lot of coal, and this is where it all comes from. So yeah, we get wither skeleton skulls, we get a whole bunch of coal, we get blaze rods from this, and we get the bones and gold from the zombified piglins as well. This spits out a lot of stuff, so it goes in 3 directions after these 3 collection systems. And yeah, we're here right now without any armor and just a bunch of backup tools, because this farm killed us. Yeah, we were AFK here and we died. We died at this farm. So what happened? The AFK spot is up here. In here, it requires, if I'm the only person online, I can do this on my own, but I could use my alt account to keep the overworld side of this loaded, like a bridge that sends them from, if you use FreeCam to have a little peek underneath. This is a nether fortress, and yeah, there's a whole bunch of doggos here, some of which had actually wandered out of place and I needed to replace, so I fixed those. We now have all 12 doggos back. This one's nudged again. Look, he should be right there, so we're going to have to fix that before he gets nudged off completely. But the doggos scare the wither skeletons. There they go. They're running away. And maybe the piglins too. And then they all get pushed. They push the blazes who don't care through. And everything comes through the portal. And then there's an overworld bridge where we transfer them from this portal to the one up here. And they all come flying through and we take them out with a sword. Just swipey, swipey, swipey. When I came out here, I think maybe it was this shulker box. I placed a shulker box down next to me in order to go AFK, and I forgot to pick it up. Shulker boxes, they're spawnable spaces. See that? That means it's spawnable. It's a full block. So, yeah, because you're killing the piglins, I'm guessing a piglin spawned on the shulker box and made its way up to me. Because I'd killed the piglins, he was very angry at me and killed me. And this farm collects everything, all the drops, and if it's not one of these things, if it's not heads, blaze rods, coal, bones, or gold, then it doesn't go in one of those filters. It comes here and gets spat out into the fire and burns. So anything of mine from here that landed on the hoppers got burned, but that doesn't matter anyway, because this area was loaded the entire time, because my alt was still in the overworld, and enemies kept pouring through here, and we're probably just entity cramming inside this space as they fell through. And yeah, the portal being continuously have entities go through it kept the area loaded, and everything despawned. Yes, everything, all of my gear, my nice custom elytra, my tools, and to make things worse, because we've been doing quite a bit of digging recently, I had put all 4 of my diamond picks in my inventory to heal them all, because they were all broken, and you get a lot of XP from this farm. So yeah, I put them all in my inventory to heal just before I went AFK, break a load of scaffolding, and they all went with it as well. So 4 or 5 fully enchanted picks went with everything else. So today we're going to gear up. Yeah, we're going to get all our stuff back. We're going to go through a bit of a process of getting back to where we were. In addition, I want to make this farm a little bit better as well, because when we built this back around Christmas time, we didn't have autocrafters, and now we do. And I just started playing around a little bit with trying to autocraft this stuff up and make storage more efficient, because having chests and chests and chests of coal, same with the bones and the gold nuggets, like, that's not helpful. We can autocraft those at least and do something with them. So the other thing we're going to do is get this farm in a more efficient state and have a better way of outputting, probably shulker loading the output and having a central collection place from all 3 of these collection stations. So that's the plan today. That's what we're going to do. And I think the very first thing we need to do, because we need materials to work on this farm, so we're going to go back to base, which is way out over here. And we're going to go gear up first. We're going to get back all our armor. We're going to get back all of our tools. We're going to get our custom elytra back. And then we're going to gather the materials, come back here. Whoosh. And we're going to work on making that farm a lot better. One other thing I want to do, this is my portal currently to my mega base up here. It is temporary, this portal, and it's up in the air for a good reason. It's because we've got chunk loaders, so this is actually marking the exact location of one of them. So if we zip all the way down to Y level 0 in FreeCam here, in the nether, we'll see our chunk loading array. Here it is. So 1, 2, 3 portals. This represents covering the area of our base, our mega base that we want everything loaded. And we have equivalent portals in Y level 0 in the overworld. However, I used to have 1, now I have 3. We need to put a portal in the right place in our base finally and actually connect that up. So we're going to tackle the portal issue first. So we're back here in the mega base. We're going to try and figure out exactly where it is that we want to have our portal here, and then we can backwards engineer where exactly in the overworld that it's going to be. So we did all this incredible work last time, and this is going to be the entrance to our base. Oh yeah, and our birthday llamas. We're still going to do something with those. So behind us here is the entrance, and as I see it, we've got 2 choices, because we've got to put this portal up in the air. So it either needs to go up here somewhere. This is going to be the entrance to the city. It'll double it up as a portal. That is an option. We're going to have a massive door here, and in that door could be a massive portal. The other option is we embed portal in a build, probably somewhere here. The important thing is the Y level. See, down here we're only at Y49. It's not high enough. We need it to be like 74 or something like that. What are we at? 90. Okay, that's good. 76, so somewhere around here. 75. That's pretty high. Let's take a look from over here and measure how high this is. 72. It either needs to be way over there in a building at that height or around here. Now we could make this entrance go up a couple of steps to get to the required level, but we need to test it before we commit to anything. So what I've managed to do is put in a portal at the desired height here in the base, and it's currently just at the top of the scaffolding right here. So we are going to put a building around this, and then we'll have a nice way up and down to this portal at this level, but it needs to be this high in order to detach it from the chunk loaders. And those chunk loaders are way down here at the bottom of the base. There's one under here. This is the main one, loading the most of the storage system. There's a second one over here, yep, which needs to load the chunks over here because of the size of the storage system. It doesn't neatly fit inside 3 chunks. It just tips over the edge over there. And there's the third one's all the way back here that's helping keep this smelting array for the kelp loaded, because if that gets unloaded, it can get a bit problematic sometimes. So that level of separation, with this being up here, helps keep it separate. And it's we've put the portal on the nether roof already, and it connects very nicely to the one right here, which can now be at the nether roof level and not be disrupted. Okay, that's to do item 1, checked off the list. Now to gear up. Okay, starter base. Oh, hello, friend. Landlord's friend. Oh, you're the llama we named at Dippy's. She gifted you to us a long time ago, and you just disappeared. I'm glad someone found you. We'll find you a good home. We've got to take care of these birthday prank goats at some point too. So, back at the starter base. Goats and all. Why are we here again? We're here because we're going down into the basement. We're then going into the sub-basement. Moo. And we're going into the sub-sub basement down here. And we have our little trading hall. These guys are going to help us get geared up again. But these guys don't do tools. They don't do armor. All of these guys only do books. They're all my librarians. But this is also where we store all of our emeralds. So we're going to go borrow someone else's villages and trade away and get the things we need, because that is a way more efficient thing to do than to just spend all of our hard-earned diamonds crafting tools and armor. Thankfully, Mr. VidMC, who was also pranked for his birthday with some goat, he has a good little trading hall in his base here. And I think they're all back here. Yes. Now, because we've never traded with these guys, the prices for us aren't going to be amazing, but this is way more efficient for us than using all of our diamonds to make this stuff. We're going to double up on everything as we do this, because we're going through this process. We don't want to do it lots and lots of times. We want to make sure we get a good amount of everything, so if this happens again, we've got backup. If I remember correctly, the Onion convenience store here did have... I know they're shutting down soon, so we've got to check what's left in stock, but they did have... Ah, there you go. 5 diamonds gets us a fully enchanted pick already. That's probably a better choice, isn't it? And you can choose whether you get Silk Touch or Fortune with it. 5 diamonds. That's pretty good. So, 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. Boom. And then 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this box represents everything we've got to enchant. We've just got to add these books to these 4 picks that we already bought. Then we're going to finish up enchanting the rest of this stuff. And we can do that by going back to our enchanting setup in our starter base. Once we head to the end, and probably the Enderman farm is the fastest way for us to get all the levels we're going to need to do this. Okay, this is going to be very noisy, so I'm going to do this off camera, and we're going to take out a load of these guys and get ourselves a good number of levels. Alright, we've tidied that up. We're at the point of diminishing returns here with the levels. 112, yeah. If we need to do more, I guess we can come back this way, but we need to get all the books we know we're going to need first. So let's head to our trading hall and see how far these levels take us. Alright, so first off we can do these. Alright, let's see how far this takes us. Efficiency. Silk Touch. Unbreaking. Mending. Unbreaking. Mending. Oh, we're already at the number of levels we need. Okay, that didn't last long. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to gather up all the books I think we're going to need for this, and we're going to go back to the Enderman farm and just do all our enchanting there, because that's a way more efficient way to do this. Alright, spare set of leggings. That's extra book we didn't need. That's all our armor done. Alright, let's go back and get everything we need for the tools. Oh no, it happened again. I was AFK, and because of the way I have to play with my time, I only get little spots of time in between other things to do stuff, so I left myself AFK at the Enderman farm and starved to death. Getting XP, wasn't paying attention, got sucked into something, and yes, I probably just lost a whole bunch of stuff once again. Anything that fell into that device spitting stuff into the void, it's gone. Okay, it's looking good. There's a lot of stuff here. If anything fell in these hoppers droppers, that's gone. Oh, we lost our ears. Oh no. But it looks like all the tools we were holding survived, maybe? And the very last expensive book gets us a new sword. Ta-da! And we can head back and get organized with our new boxes. And to make sure that doesn't happen again, as I am Mr. Beacons, we've put in a regen beacon here at the Enderman farm. You're welcome, everybody. Okay, I think we're pretty organized. So we've got these 3 chests with everything that we're going to be keeping in them. I had to create a new one because I ran out of space. So in this one, we're going to be keeping armor and swords and diamonds and shields all in one place, like so, and our only piece of ancient debris. I think we just accidentally found that. Then we've got tools, so we've got a whole bunch of silk picks, and fortune pick at the end. Then we've got silk axes and shovels and hoe, and then the fortune equivalents to those over there in our tools chest. And then bows are going to stay with the arrows. So we've got infinity bows here, breaking bows, mending bows here, and one in our inventory for all of those things. Superb. I'll keep all of that in our ender chest. Okay, that's 2 of our things on our checklist for today. Done. Next thing is I wanted to go clean up the starter base quickly because we've got the goats. We're going to free the goats and collect our presents. Okay, so our birthday haul, 21 deep slate diamond ore. We're getting these guys out of here. Let them be free. Okie doke. And we're actually going to take the llama inside for a little bit because it's the potential these goats could wreck this poor little llama. Come on. And we'll leave you in here for a little while. That's the 3rd thing on our list for today, checked off. So on to the 4th, and that is going to be going back to the Wither Skeleton farm. And we are going to use some materials to make all the improvements we discussed earlier. So now we're here back at the Wither Skeleton farm. It's time to make those improvements we talked about at the beginning of the episode and to get in some auto-crafting logic into this guy. Let's do it. Hold up. You know what? I've just made a big old mess of this. I tried to hack this in, tried to make it work. I was trying to preserve what I had without completely removing everything, and in turn, my initial idea got really complicated and didn't work. Certain streams of stuff were locking other stuff. It was getting messy. I've made it work here. I'm not even going to explain this, because what I'm actually going to do is just rip it all out, start over, and make this good, because I can't stand how bad it looks. Give me a minute, we're going to hop into another time lapse. We're going to fix this right on up. Oh yeah, this is much tidier. Let's have a little look and see if I can explain real quick what's going on here. So from the farm itself, we have all the drops coming into an item filter, and there are 5 filters on each. The end one doing gold, where we take the nuggets and we turn those into ingots, and the ingots into gold blocks. Then with bones, into bone meal, into bone blocks, the coal into coal blocks. The blaze rods we can't craft into anything directly, so we just store those in shulker boxes, and there's this chest at the end here, and this is just where the Wither Skeleton skulls collect. We don't tend to get enough of those to warrant shulker loading, but everything else gets shulker loaded in the array down here, and then broken shulker boxes go up into this elevator and end up in here. And the whole thing is run off a central clock with an on-off switch, so we're just getting a pulsing circuit at the speed we want to be able to craft things at the rate we want. I needed this specifically for the bones into bone meal, because 1 bone creates 3 bone meal, and then you very quickly get overwhelmed with trying to create the bone blocks if bones are coming in at a fair old pace. So that just future-proofs that for us. So need to duplicate it there and there. So give me a second and I'll get that done. Okay, now we have updated this thing fully. Everything is spawn-proofed as much as I could possibly imagine doing so, so we shouldn't get any more dudes spawning here and taking us out like before. And this seems to be working great. I've even done a little AFK session to just try it out, and we can see how many completed shulkers of stuff we got. So, yeah, lots of blaze and bones, and if we wanted more of the coal, which is the main reason we actually did this, what we're going to need to do is manually trigger each of these. That one. I should probably label these with signs, shouldn't I? Make this easier. And that one, I believe. Okay, then we get our coal blocks, so not too shabby. 2 mostly full boxes and 1 not. So nearly 2 full shulker boxes of coal blocks. Pretty happy with that. Obviously, we're going to get a whole bunch of skulls at the same time. Yep. Cool. So we'll probably take those home with us as well. Right, we'll just take everything. Obviously, we're going to get loads more blaze rods because they are not being compacted. We're actually going to get tons more bone blocks. They're being compacted a bit. That's one bone. They're being compacted by 1/3. So for every shortcut of bones we put in, we get a third of a shortcut of bone blocks back. The gold is really compressed, so that takes a long time to get into blocks because it's 9 nuggets going into here and then 9 ingots going into here to make a single block. So that takes a long time to compress down and a long time to fill up a single shortcut. But we've got tons at base and we can manually get that back whenever we need. 12.5 stacks of wither skeleton skulls to take home with us too. Fantastic. That has made this farm so much easier to collect resources from, and to boot, it is super safe to use now. Look at this thing. It got really complicated and big really quickly, didn't it? Look at it. It's a bit of a mess, but it does its thing and it's fit for purpose. So I'm super happy with that. Another thing checked off our list for today. Yay! Back at base, we've got everything in storage, and boy, have we got a lot of some of this material. We've got a little bit of the coal now, which is great because we're going to use that for the base, and blaze rods. Here they are. Look at these blaze rods. We've got a lot of these guys, and I just asked some of the igniters, like, would they be interested in buying any of them? And the answer was yes. So, coming soon to the server, we're going to be doing a blaze rod shop. But not today. We have another shopping-related activity to close out this episode with. Come with me. So, ever since the first week or two on the server, I have had wood farms and made more and more of them, and this is my wood shop that we made early on in the server. Big woods with the big W in the ceiling. And yeah, we've been selling wood from here pretty consistently throughout the entire season. However, I upped my prices recently because people were buying like crazy, and the effort to get this stuff is actually quite a lot, especially with some of the wood types. So these are 2 diamonds a stack for the cheaper ones, and the harder to get ones go all the way up to 6. So it does vary depending on the difficulty, and it has worked in slowing down people purchasing. However, we've got a bit of a problem. If we go over to the new shopping district, which didn't exist when I built that shop, see this thing over here? Looks like a cubically head shop where you can buy cubically heads in a big cloud of smoke. It's actually a competing tree shop. Now, I'm an industrialist and I don't mind a bit of competition. However, I see an opportunity here more than anything. We don't like stocking our shop. Cubically has better prices than we do. How about we try controlling the market? Let's see how willing he is to actually restock this thing and farm all those trees by using some of our hard-earned diamonds, which we have quite a lot of, more than enough, I hope, to be able to buy out his entire stock. Let's go have a look. Okay, it's a very dark and very nice looking little shop here, and yeah, it looks like nobody's really bought much so far. Bit of spruce, struth. Yeah, otherwise, no more stock is sold in here until this very moment, because we are going to use these guys and buy out Cubicly's entire stock. 3, 3, and 3. They're the expensive ones. Ooh, okay. That should be it. I'm still left with a stack of blocks and half a stack of diamonds, and Cubicly has now completely out of stock of wood. All we've got to do is collect our purchases. We can use that to go and restock our shop. Also, I've just realised this wood shop doesn't even have dark oak. What kind of wood shop is this, Cubicly? You deserve to be bought out. Whew, that was expensive. 1,280 diamonds in the bank of Cubicly for this. Let's hope it's worth it, and let's hope he doesn't restock too quickly and people get desperate. Come buy it for more at mine. Please come buy my wood, everyone. Please.
See how you like being in the wood business now, Cubicly.
Alright, I think, well, we've just got one little final tidy up thing to do this episode, to do with getting all our gear back. And that is to do with these guys, the Elytra. Now, as I understand it, to get the custom model on these that we bought from Neat Freeze, we just need to name them like this, and we get the design back. But there's two designs. There's Dark 1 wings and Dark 2. I think this is slightly lighter. Yes. Yes, the custom wings are back. Oh yeah. Alright, so I think we're going to leave that one here for today. We certainly achieved a lot. We got all the gear back. We fixed the farm. We died a couple of times. We monopolized the wood market. And we got our custom elytra back. Check it out. Couldn't be happier. So I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, please do give us a like. And next time, stay tuned because Relic Runner is opening. Vid's mega game, ouch, on the server is opening the day after I'm recording this, and it is probably going to be the focus of our episodes for a little while because it looks amazing. It's in this castle right over here, and starting tomorrow and my next episode is definitely going to be focused on this. So stay tuned, and we'll see you all next time. Bye for now.